Hey, travel buddies! Today we're heading to the two centers of Tokyo. One was the ruling center, and another one was the feeding center. To start our day, as usual, let's have breakfast in a train station. The curry pork rice is so yummy. Catching train to the first center, the Imperial Palace. In the center of Tokyo, coming out of the train station, what a long staircase. Wow, totally worth it. Look at the scene. Now we are walking to the double bridge. With the help of the Google map, it's one of the popular attractions of the Imperial Palace. As the name suggests, there are two bridges, the Simon Tetsubashi Bridge, which is made of iron, and the Simon Ichibashi Bridge, which is made of stone. The iron bridge was located behind the stone bridge. It provided access to the Showa-den Imperial Reception Hall, but it's only open to the public a few times a year. Standing in front of the hall, we could have the honor to see the emperor and other members of the imperial family from a distance on New Year's Day and the emperor's birthday. Behind the hall, it's completely off limits to the public because the emperor and his family reside there. It's Japanese Forbidden City. From where we're standing today, it's difficult to even see the iron bridge, let alone the actual palace in the restricted area. But hey, look at the reflection the stone bridge casts on the moat. Look, is that part of the palace sticking out of the Forbidden City? Actually, no. Later I found out that it is only a lookout tower. Walking to the left, here is another attraction, Sakura Daemon Gate. It marks the transition from the outer area of the palace grounds to the more restricted and secret inner areas. We're walking from the inner areas to the outer area. Yin said those small openings were for palace guards to observe and shoot arrows towards enemies. Almost 200 years ago, at the same place, between these two gates, a chief retainer of the shogunate was assassinated by a group of samurai rebels, making a significant turning point in the decline of the Tokugawa shogunate's authority. Coming out of the Sakura Daemon Gate, look at the beautiful moat. We are walking on the Imperial Palace running road. Can we peek through to see the palace inside the stone walls? No way. Where is the road leading to? Oh, it leads us to nowhere. That's why it's a perfect running road. Let's walk back. Is this road guarded 24/7? We are going back into the inner areas again through the Sakura Daemon Gate. Now we are walking away from the Forbidden City to the East Garden. I guess today I don't have a chance to see what the palace in the Forbidden City actually looks like, as it's perfectly hidden behind the walls, gates, towers, and trees. What a contrast! Modern concrete buildings on one side and the ancient moat on the other. What's this place? Why are they guarding it? Later, I discovered that the bridge led to the Kikoman Gate, which in turn leads to the Privy Council, a consultative institution composed of the Privy Councillors that offered advice to the emperor, but the emperor didn't normally go there. Again, look at the reflection. By the way, the office of the current Japanese Prime Minister is not far from the Imperial Palace. but it is not located within the imperial grounds that are surrounded by the moat. Now continue to walk to the east gardens of the Imperial Palace. I don't think it's the garden that the emperor and the imperial family often use. Look how distant it's away from the Forbidden City. That's why it's open to the public. I guess emperor and the imperial family have their own garden in the Forbidden City. Security check done. This is the Ottoman Gate, leading us to the Imperial Palace's outer grounds, where the East Garden is. In ancient times, it also had the function of defending enemies and protecting military leaders who were actually ruling Japan, like Ieyasu Tokugawa. Wow, look at the contrast. See that fish statue on the roof? It's called Shachihoko, a mythical creature in Japanese folklore. It has the body of a fish and the head of a tiger, and has a mighty power to manipulate the water and rain. Ancient Japanese architects put them on top of the roof to protect the buildings, which were mainly made of wood, against fire. It makes so much sense, hey? A map. Always too hard for me to understand. Going in anyway. This is a guardhouse, where samurai stayed during the Edo period. This is another guardhouse. Look, the roof-shaped bush. Another guardhouse, because part of the Edo castle's function is to defend. What a steep slope! Yin said it was deliberately built like this to slow down the enemies. Smart. Well, it also slows down us, who barely work out. By the way, the East Gardens were formerly a part of Edo Castle, the residence of Tokugawa shoguns during the Edo period. During that time, despite the emperor's lacking political power, the Tokugawa shoguns resided nearby to oversee and manage them, thereby legitimizing the shogunate's rule over the entire feudal nation. This was where Tokugawa shoguns used to live, Edo Castle. However, despite the protection from the Shachihoko, the fire was still so common that it was referred to as the flower of Edo. After many fire attacks, the buildings have vanished and we can only see the spacious lawn now. This is the remains of the main tower, which was lost to fire almost 400 years ago. The main tower is called Tenshu, and the remains is called Tenshudai. The Tenshu is a central keep of the Edo Castle. It's a symbol of authority and defense. Notice the steep slope again? Secure for shoguns and exhausting for us. Heading to the rest of the garden. This is the Shiomizaka. The tide viewing slope. I think we're officially in the East Garden with stunning landscapes and plants. a tea house similar to a kitchen. But we can't go in to check. Japanese landscape architects truly emphasize stones, rivers, and reflections, creating gardens with a Zen essence. Do you feel it? Bamboo forest. Remember this lamp? Yes, it's from the Double Bridge. A rest house in the middle of the forest. We really need it. Yin and I are so exhausted climbing all the steep slopes, remember? Vending machines are practically everywhere in Japan, offering drinks you might not have tasted before, yet they never fail to satisfy. Now we head into the feeding center of Tokyo. Wait, it's lunchtime and we need to feed ourselves first. The takoyaki looks amazing. The exterior is crispy and the interior is soft and savory. The octopus is tender and fresh, and the sauce adds a hint of sweetness. Overall, yummy. The feeding center, which was also called the Heart of the Sea, is far from the Imperial Palace, so we need to catch the train. Yes, it's Tsukiji Fish Market. It's a shame that many shops are closed in the afternoon. Whoa, we don't know many restaurants are actually tucked away inside. It used to be one of the world's largest and most famous wholesale fish markets. The inner wholesale market was moved to another market called Toyosu 3 kilometers away in 2018. But the outer rail market remains, which continue to attract people worldwide. The grilled squid. The flavors are a harmonious blend of seafood sweetness and the grilled savory notes. I'd love to have more, but we should leave room for the other food waiting for us ahead. Look at the Wagyu beef! I can't simply walk past it. Wow! The meat is exceptionally tender, almost melting in our mouth with every bite. Hey, you don't need to ask for feedback. The beef speaks for itself. What are these people eating? Raw seafood. You see, I don't eat raw food, but Yin is a big fan of it. Yin persuaded me to taste the sea urchin. And, it tastes like ice cream. Weird. The raw sea urchins are so popular though.
No salmon, just tuna. Yeah. Just this one. Yeah. Thank you.
This is the couple who owns the shop. You can tell that they're likely at the retirement age, but not retiring at all. Respect to hardworking Japanese. Another shop, BBQ seafood. The ocean flavors, the smokiness from the grilling, and a hint of sweetness. Yummy. We are super full now and can't eat anything more. But I really like this market. I enjoy the atmosphere here. It's similar to where I grew up, a real place with real people. It also presents a stark contrast compared to the modern high-rise buildings in the center of Tokyo. Wow, I prefer the life in a Tsukiji fish market. How about you? Tomorrow we're going to the Fuji mountain. See you there.